Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline and in today's video I'm bringing you a review, full day wear test on a luxury foundation, and I'm talking about the Burberry Matte Glow Foundation. Yes, you heard it well, matte and glow. This is what caught my attention, and I'm going to be comparing it with the Fresh Glow Foundation by the same brand, Burberry. But before we get started, and if you're new here, please consider to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know more about this new foundation, comparisons, and how does it work on dry and mature skin, then just keep on watching. Alright my friends, today it is another foundation day. I'm going to be reviewing and doing a full day wear test of the brand new Burberry Matte Glow Foundation. Yes, Matte Glow. And that's what it kind of like got my attention right there. So anyhow, I actually pick up this foundation in Nordstrom, and it comes in 31 different shades. It costs $52. It comes with 1 fluid ounces or 30 mLs, and it's actually made in France. It is good for 18 months after you open it up, and I got it in the shade medium neutral N70. And now there are a lot of shades in the website of Nordstrom that they are already sold out, and I didn't want to pick it up from the Burberry website because the return policy right there is basically if you use it, if you open it, you cannot return it. That's what it seems like, and therefore I was like, you know what, I want to make sure that I like the foundation, that I want to keep it on my makeup collection, and I decided to go with Nordstrom. So I'm sure they will be restocking some of the shades, but I don't know when, and I really wanted to get this review out for you guys. So anyhow, this foundation, it also says here on the box that this is a luminous matte foundation, weatherproof and long lasting. And now let me go into the Nordstrom's website and read you a little bit more about this foundation. It says that this foundation is a new generation foundation that perfects the complexion with a luminous matte finish all day long. Its innovative second skin formula blends seamlessly onto the skin, delivering an undetectable high coverage for a result that is flawless yet natural. Enriched with life-proof technology, this foundation is heat, humidity, and pollution resistant. And this is a good moment to make a quick pause right here. I live in California, and the weather here, it is not humid and it's not super dry on the area that I live. I live closer to the ocean side, so it's not super dry, but it's drier than if you were in the East Coast, for example. I really like the bottle and how the cap has the traditional Burberry pattern on it. Very nice, very modern too. I really like that. Okay, and now going into the ingredients really quick. The first ingredient is water, and then going down below, it has dimethicone in it, and then various type of dimethicones within the ingredient list. I don't see any other ingredient that kind of like grab my attention as far as fragrance goes or as far as alcohol goes. And here are the ingredients for you, so hopefully you can take a little peek right there. If you're not able to see it well, I will try to remind myself and put a post on Instagram of this box right here so you get to see the ingredient list. Now I also have in my collection the Burberry Fresh Glow Foundation right here. This is from long time ago, and I had it in the shade Honey N32. So let me just show you the difference between the bottles. The bottles themselves, they are very much alike. This is the glow version one, the regular glow, and this one right here is the new one. So basically these have more of a luminous cap, and this one has a more of a soft matte cap. And now when you open up the bottle, this foundation has a pump. I also would like to point out that the foundation has a locking system. So basically if you turn it on one side, you're not going to be able to pump while if you turn it to the other direction, then the pump is unlocked. Now I have mentioned that it was a little bit hard to find my shade, and I'm gonna pump it up right here, and I'm gonna show you the texture of the foundation. It is a little bit moussey, and it's not liquidy at all. It just have you know, it's a little bit dense. So let me just show it to you right here, apply it on my hand. And then for comparisons, I'm gonna swatch right next to it my Fresh Glow foundation, also from Burberry. So as you can tell, the Glow one right here has a little bit more of a golden undertone, while the one that I just got, the N70, it has a little bit more of a kind of like a warmer orange undertone. So there you go again. So if you're new here, I want to welcome you to my channel. I want to let you know also how is my skin like. Basically, my skin is a combination of skin between some areas that are normal and some areas that are dry areas. So this section right here is a little bit drier, same thing right here, and those are the areas that I usually tend to break out whenever I have an allergic reaction, because my skin is also sensitive. My skin is also getting into that mature skin type. You know, I'm in my 30s, and I also have some enlarged pores on this area right here and on my chin area. I do have crow's feet, and I do have signs of aging right here on my forehead as well. What I look at my foundation is to have a luminous finish. Those are the foundations that I like the most. I like foundations that they are lightweight. I do have freckles, but I do not like to cover them too much, that it looks, you know, like way too much foundation. I don't like that. So I want to make sure that my foundation leave me with a very natural look, but with a luminous look. That is kind of like my perfect spot. So now that we're going to go into the application, what about if we take this opportunity to make a comparison between these two foundations? So between the Matte Glow foundation and between the Fresh Glow foundation, and let's see what are the finishes of these two foundations. And for your information, I only have my moisturizer and my SPF right now. I'm going to be using my fingers to first apply it, and then I will be using a beauty blender for the rest of the application. So on this side, I'm going to be using the Matte Glow foundation. And I feel I need a little bit more coverage on this area right here and on this area that I have kind of like some redness. And now let's go with the Fresh Glow foundation on this side. And I'm going to be using the same amount. And now this foundation, the Fresh Glow, it is a lot more liquidy. It's not as dense as the Matte Glow. Again, I'm going to be using the beauty blender just to smooth out the areas. So as you may recall, I did some swatches on my hand of both of the foundations, and I just want to show you how the Matte Glow foundation has oxidized a couple tones down. Here it is the Matte Glow foundation, and here is the Fresh Glow foundation. As you can see, the finish right there, it is different. This is definitely a matte, and this definitely has that subtle glow to it. Not super glowy, not super dewy either. Okay friends, so let me bring you a little bit closer here so you can see the finish of the foundation. As you can tell, the foundation has a, I will say it's definitely still a matte finish. It doesn't have any luminosity on my dry skin. It just doesn't. Okay, and I don't see any hint of luminosity, but it's a soft matte. It's not too heavy, it's not too drying. Now the Glow foundation on the opposite side is not super glowy, but do you see that sheen right there? I haven't put any makeup, and it's dry right now, the foundation. It's completely dry, and it gives me that, you see that subtle luminosity to my face. It's not super glowy. And now let's take a look. Okay, Okay, my friends, let me bring you a little bit closer right here so you can take a look at the finish of both foundations. So this foundation right here, as you can tell, is more matte. It has a natural kind of finish, but yet is matte. I don't see any luminosity on this foundation upon application. Now, this is kind of like my first impressions. Now, let's take a look at this side right here. Do you see right there? The foundation has completely dry for the most part, but you see that luminosity right here and right here? This is the Fresh Glow foundation. It is not super glowy, but it has that luminous finish. So I wanted for you to see and compare both finishes. And now I'm going to be applying the rest of my makeup. For your information, I do not like to set my foundation with any setting powder. I like to set my foundation with a finishing powder afterwards, but when I do these type of reviews, I don't do so because I don't want to change the actual finish of the foundation. I wanted to give the chance to the foundation to show the way it's supposed to go. So right now I'm just going to apply some bronzer, blush, a little bit of highlight, do my eye look, etc., and then go off the day. So I'm done applying my complexion products, and I just want to bring you in and show you how the foundation is looking like right now. So this side right here, the Matte Glow foundation, as you can tell, it has a very natural matte finish. It's not luminous, and please do not pay attention to this side right here. This is where my highlighter is at right now, so this will show obvious reasons too much you know, like luminosity, but take a look right here. It hasn't settled onto my pores, it hasn't settled onto my fine lines, although the foundation is a little bit heavier, it hasn't settled there. And then my forehead is the side of my face that is the driest and where I show more signs of aging. You know, I have a little bit more of fine lines right here, and as you can tell, the foundation is doing fairly well for the most part. Now, what I have noticed from the foundation, it is I apply first a cream product, which was the Huda Beauty contour, and it went well. It blended well with the contour. But when I start applying the actual powder, it kind of like left weird patches right here. It's a little bit patchy, the foundation. I think the foundation definitely will benefit from setting it with some type of setting powder. That's for sure, because again, it kind of lifts up a little bit right here, but not on the other areas. Right here is fine, and right here is fine. Only right here, and it may be because again, this is the driest part of my face. Now, in comparison with the actual Fresh Glow foundation, as you can tell right here, it is a little bit more glowy, a little bit more luminous than this side right here. But this side looks very natural now that the natural oils had, you know, come through. I'm not sweating or anything like that, but you know, we produce oils, you know, throughout the day. It's looking a little bit more skin like this side, and this side still looks with that glow without being dewy yet. Okay, so I'm gonna be giving you a few check-ins throughout the day, and then come later on tonight to give you my final thoughts on this foundation. Right now it is 8:36 in the morning, so pretty early, and that's it, my friends. So if you want to know more about this foundation, just stay tuned. Okay, my friends, so it is right now 3:17 in the afternoon. There you go. So here's just a little overlook on this foundation. This is the side of the foundation that you want to see. So as you can tell, it's still, sorry, I ate a little piece of paper in there from the napkin. Okay, so as you can tell, the foundation is still that natural look. I don't feel that it's luminous, and you can tell right here that it's not luminous. The thing that I like about it is not settling into my fine lines, it's not, you know, emphasizing my pore area or anything like that. And now let me show you how the glowy one is looking. So as you can tell, the glow still has even a little bit more glow than whatever we start with. And other than that, is wearing really nice. But I just want you to compare side by side that the glowy one is not dewy, and this right here, it is matte, but I don't think it's luminous. It's more like a natural look after it sets for a few hours. Okay friends, I will be giving you a couple check-ins later on today, so just stay tuned. Okay my friends, I'm here to give you another quick check-in. Let me tell you the time right now is 6:01 in the afternoon, and today has been a warm day between the 70 degrees, 75 degrees. And here's how the foundation, the Matte Glow foundation is looking like. Now you're gonna tell me, oh, okay, now it looks glowing. Well, it has passed a day and I have been doing stuff. I haven't been working out. I had been just, you know, doing some work, taking the kids from place to place. I went to downtown, did a walk right there. So the natural oils had come in, and the foundation is looking now a little bit more in the radiant side and the luminous side. But when I applied it, it was definitely a natural matte foundation. So anyhow, what I see right here on the driest area of my face, which is my forehead, that it has emphasized my fine lines though. That's that. Wear time seems to be pretty good. I mean, it's not wearing off, you know, it's still there. So anyhow my friends, I will be giving you another check-in later on today. Alrighty my friends, so here I am giving you my last check-in for this Burberry Matte Glow foundation. It is right now 9:09, so it is already nighttime and I'm so ready to take off my makeup. So I applied this foundation at 8:30 in the morning, around 8:30. So these give me a solid 12-hour wear test. And here I am. So let me just get you closer so you can take a look at how this foundation is looking like at this time. And this is the side where I applied the Matte Glow foundation. And on this side, I'm using the Fresh Glow foundation, also from Burberry, just for a little bit of comparison. As you can tell from my check-ins, I mentioned that today was kind of like a warm day. We were at the 70 degrees, and definitely I didn't do any type of like heavy physical activity or anything like that, but I had been going around taking the kids here and there, and I even went for a little bit of shopping downtown, and my natural oils came through, and I can tell you that this foundation does not move. I mean, it is intact in there where I put it, and the only place that it has worn off a little is on this side right here, which is pretty common because I usually like rest myself right here, and same thing on this side. I mean, you can see right there the patch from my hand. It doesn't emphasize my pores, but it does emphasize my dry patches. So hopefully you can see it. Let me just get you a little closer. So it does emphasize my dry patches, and I do have dry patches right here and right here. And it does settle a little onto those more pronounced fine lines that I have right here. So I'm able to see these fine lines and this dry patch a little bit more emphasized. I will say that the foundation, again, it went matte. It had kind of a natural finish, but it didn't get to that luminous finish until I was already past the 4-hour mark. When I was past the 4-hour mark, then the foundation became one with the skin. I'm very impressed with the wear time of the foundation and how beautiful it looks. It looks really beautiful, very soft. It doesn't look like a wearing foundation. Now, it gave me from the get-go a close to a medium coverage with the amount of foundation that I use on this side right here. So I'm pretty sure that you can build it to a very clear medium coverage or medium to full coverage. It is, to me, a long-lasting foundation. I really enjoy that it didn't emphasize my enlarged pores right here or my fine lines right here. It didn't settle onto, you know, the area of the nose right there. I do have a very pronounced mark right here. It is a fine line that goes from here to here. It didn't settle on that fine line right there. My only thing, it is my trouble area. This is the area that I have the driest part of my skin, and therefore I see that the Matte Glow foundation, it kind of like not super magnify that area, but I mean, if you are looking very close, then you will see that it had kind of like clean on those dry patches. But again, you will have to be very close to see it. If you are like a couple of steps away from, you know, from me, you will not be able to see it. I'm just looking like, let me see what is wrong with this foundation. Definitely the glow version, the Fresh Glow, as you can tell, it is a little bit more dewy, but you know, at the end of the day, they both pretty much look like I'm using the same foundation, so I don't see a lot of a difference. The wear time has been the same. It's just at the beginning on the application, the way that it goes, this one, it's right away matte. So here are my final thoughts about this foundation. I think this foundation is ideal for those who have normal to combination skin. If you have a combination between dry to normal skin like mine, I think it will work fine. Now take into account that I didn't use any primers on my face, and I only had my moisturizer and SPF. So to me, next time when I go with this foundation, one, I will definitely get ready by putting some more moisturizing type of primer on this area right here. That way the foundation will be more smooth, more easy, more forgiving to those dry patches. Then if you have more into a combination skin, or if you have very oily T-zone, I will definitely suggest to go ahead and use it, maybe like just a light type of setting powder to lock in the foundation. It doesn't move the foundation, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, I live in California. Here it is not humid, it is not it is in the area that I live is not super dry, but again, it's not humid either, and today wasn't too hot. So if you are a person that sweats a lot on this T-zone area right here, you may want to go with a little bit of powder, and that's that. You can build up this foundation if you want something more full coverage. I'm sure you will be able to do it, and it will not look cakey. I mean, for the foundation to do not move, to do not settle into my fine lines, it just comes to show that actually you can build it up a little more to become that full coverage type of foundation. Now if you are again going into dry spectrum, I will say that you can also use a little bit of setting spray if you decide to, you know, just set it up with a little bit of setting powder just to bring it up to life. This foundation, it is extremely comfortable to wear. You don't feel like you're wearing anything. It's very lightweight and it doesn't move. It is a gorgeous foundation. It's very, very pretty. Now if you already have the Fresh Glow foundation, I don't think this is discontinued, but you're not able to find it here in the United States anymore, or at least on the retailers that I used to get it. But this foundation right here, if you already have it, I don't think you need the matte foundation if you have that dry to normal skin type. Now for those friends who have oily skin, I mean, obviously I cannot speak for them. I cannot speak for those friends that they live in a very humid climate, but I will say that perhaps if you don't want it to become too luminous, I will highly suggest again to use your setting powders. And also for those who have mature skin, I think the foundation is very forgiving. Okay my friends, I hope this review is very helpful for you. Again, I was able to pick it up at Nordstrom and they have a great return policy. I do not like to create more waste, but I like to also point out those retailers that they offer a little bit more flexibility as far as makeup when you're not able to try it right at a counter. before I leave, I want to mention that I'm doing a giveaway celebrating my 1K subscribers. So if you would like to enter that giveaway, please go ahead and check my review on the Natasha Denona Metropolis Palette. I give you all the rules right there on that video, and I would love for you to enter, and it's gonna be running all the way to, I think it's October 10th, and then I will be announcing the winner on October 11th. Alrighty, my friends, if you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody else that may like these type of videos, that they enjoy reviews, everything about beauty. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please give me the opportunity. Look at this screen, look below, and you will see there is a button that says subscribe. Just tap on it, it's completely free. And also do not forget to tap on that post notification bell. So that's the only way that YouTube will let you know whenever your favorite YouTubers are uploading new videos. So that is very important, so that way you can keep connected and whatnot. Also, I would love to hear your comments. They are very important to me, and I love to read them. So please leave your comments down below. I want to thank you so much for the time given and being here. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. Bye-bye.